Hi, welcome to 916 Career in Tech for the 2026-2027 school year. My name is Mr. Angel, Andy Angel, you can call me either. This is my About Me slide. I'm teaching the Architecture and Construction Engineering course here at 916. It's a new program offering this year. I'm really excited to be teaching these concepts. Again, my name is Andy Angel. Excited to get to know you this year. I really enjoy working with students and helping them find their passion in construction. I'm a lifelong learner of the skilled trades and really passionate about helping students find success and build their skills. A little bit about me: I really enjoy spending time with family. I've got 2 daughters, Taylin, who is 10, and Emrin, who is 5, and my wife Kelly, who is also a teacher in the 916 special ed world over at Pang Hollow. I really enjoy building and making things, and consistently find myself using tools of all kinds at home, and spending a lot of time outside working and building things. I really enjoy lake life, spending time on the pontoon and jet skiing and fishing and hunting, and find a lot of satisfaction going out and bird hunting with my dog in the fall months. Some contact information about me you can find here. Again, my name is Andy Angel. Email is right there listed. And my phone extension here in the classroom is 1002. Class messaging, I will be utilizing Parent Square. The link is there, parentsquare.com, where you can log in with your student credentials. And this is going to be where I send all information home for the course. And this would include sub-alt days that I'm absent, weather-related information for students, if there's any schedule changes or anything information that needs to get out to students will be sent through Parent Square. Parents and students will both be receiving those messages when they get sent out. You should be receiving one from me within the first week of school, just to hash out all the inconsistencies to make sure everyone can get logged in and receive those messages. If you are able to get that set up prior to starting the school year, that would be great. It does make things a little bit easier for receiving information and just kind of staying on track of things, getting set up and started here at 916. The course overview, really this is a hands-on course, so I want to be clear. We're trying to do as much hands-on related activities as possible, but learning through the hands-on activities. So hands-on, minds-on approach to learning. We'll be mainly focusing on architecture and construction engineering concepts, as well as paired with a strong emphasis on safety. There will be some group and individual work, and students will be learning and obtaining skills in relation to tool use, software, design software, specifically architectural design software, including Revit and or SketchUp, and technical concepts related to the industry in both architecture and construction. There will be 5 main course rotations that students will be going through about half the year, and these will be three-week rotations, and they include concrete, Revit, CAD design, wall build, renewables, and insulation, and metals. There'll be hands-on activities in each of these rotations, and students will be diving in, learning how to manipulate these materials and learn how to use softwares, and understanding how to read blueprints and everything else that goes into design and construction. A big part of this class will be an understanding about different materials, their properties, and how to manipulate materials. So for example, concrete is cut differently than steel. What are some of the tools that would be used to appropriately cut each of those materials? We do offer articulated college credit and that is the website is linked over there on the right. CTE Credit MN. Students will be creating an account. I'll be helping guide you through this process, but you will see over there on the left hand side of the screen that those are the 6 articulated courses that we offer college credit through within my program, and all of these are offered through Hennepin Technical College. And it includes power tool operation in the area of cabinet making, construction, exterior finishes, engineered roofing systems, floor and wall framing, insulation, drywall, and generally employment strategies. Graduation cords. Eligible students can earn a graduation cord for their own homeschool graduations, and these are the requirements that students need to meet. They must participate the full year in the 916 program and earn a B or higher average, as well as an industry certification. There will be opportunities for industry certification within the course throughout the year. Industry introduction. So we will be looking at ways to get students as much exposure to the industry as possible to help them make some educated decisions about the future in their career paths. And some of the different methods that we're going to get students exposure to industry is through field trips. We'll be attending a Construct Tomorrow field trip, and I believe that's in February of this year. And there will be optional industry and job site tours throughout the year. They just kind of become available, and I pass that information along to students. Some of these might be during the school day, but there's also opportunities after the school day to visit some job sites on an optional basis for those that have transportation and can make something like that work. So opportunities will be scattered throughout the year as much as possible. We also try to do a good job of having guest speakers come in. We try to bring them in as much as possible, and they're typically they all are people within the area of construction and engineering, but also union trades and some other things we find industries that we find to be valuable for students as we go through the year. And these guest speakers are typically scheduled for Fridays during our class period, where we'll sometimes partner with other programs as well. Some job opportunities also become available throughout the year through local industry contacts, and we do have a job board here in the building, where there will be some posted employment opportunities for you to take a look at and see if you're interested in pursuing any. We are offering digital badging this year. It's new, and we are going to be awarding digital badges and their verified online credentials that represent the specific skills and achievements that you've obtained throughout the course. They're like modern visual gold stars. The digital badges are linked to our website with data that proves who gave you the badge and when you got it and what you did to earn it. So here's a little bit about why they're important. They're easy to verify. Anyone can click on your badge to instantly prove your skill is real. It allows you to show off to employers. You can easily link and display your badges on sites like LinkedIn so hiring managers can see what you can do. Also show small skills. Badges break down big subjects into smaller. Smaller pieces for a single skill rather than a whole degree. And a big part of our year here, and we'll spend a lot of time talking about these ready skills, and it's kind of our core foundation around professionalism here at 916, and we look at it in these at this acronym here with R standing for respect, taking charge of your own actions and commitments, your own choices and follow through. E for engagement, being focused, involved, and active in your learning. Accountability, Own your work and behavior, follow through, and take ownership of your learning. D, discipline, manage your time, tasks, and habits effectively. Y, your voice, communicate clearly with purpose and clarity, confidence, and respect. So are you ready? Professionalism is needed in every career. We'll be working on being more professional, and you'll be assessing yourself on professionalism 5 times each quarter using the Ready Skills rubric that I'll be providing. Attendance is really important here at 916. All students are responsible for scanning into their class each day. You will have a badge, and this is kind of following industry standards here as well. Each classroom is set up with a kiosk. Students will use their 916 badge to scan in. Absences will be reported and tardies to homeschools daily, and this happens at 1 p.m. So if you know in advance you'll be gone, please send me an email or parent square message. If it's a short notice thing that morning, please let me know as soon as you are, ideally before 1 p.m. of your absence and when you plan to return and your plan for making up the classwork. If you have questions on any absence day, I would really encourage you to reach out to me and ask what you missed, and I will do my best to get you any information before the next school day so that you can keep up with things. Homeschool practices apply a lot of times when it comes to attendance, so this may include, but is not limited to, tardies changing to an absence, attendance phone calls home, truancy reports. Subalt is when a teacher is absent, and if I'm absent, you'll receive a communication via Parent Square that class has been canceled and you should remain at your home school. Your homeschool staff has also been informed of this. However, I will post a required self-guided activity in my Google Classroom. The assignment will be graded and is expected to be completed by the next class day. Subalt assignments will be submitted on Google Classroom and typically involve a short video or read, followed by a quiz or a check for understanding. You'll be submitting your responses. We have a variety of office staff here at 916 who are all very welcoming and supportive and there for you if you need them. Starting with our principal, Michelle Balin, Molly Arneson, one of our assistant principals, and Eric Leahead, who is also an assistant principal. We also have 2 office administrative assistants who are at desks as you walk in the main office. The first one there is Kelly Gray, who sits at the front desk as you walk in, and she kind of handles more of the attendance end of things. And then we've got Jennifer Weinzerl, who sits a little bit farther in that second desk from the door, who you could see with questions. We have support staff here to help students with a variety of things. Lindsay Herma is a special education support. Amber Krug, school counselor, and Jill Slayton, she is our Perkins and CTE transition specialist, who's also very helpful when it comes to navigating from high school to post-secondary, specifically here at Century College. Academic expectations. Students must have a regular attendance, be on time, and be productive in class. Students must attend class and complete coursework to earn credit. Students must only use computers for academic purposes. Any use of proxy servers to access non-academic websites may result in the student's loss of computer privileges, and students must maintain academic honesty. Behavior expectations. Students are expected to conduct themselves in a responsible and accountable manner. Harassment, threatening, bullying, and fighting will not be tolerated. This includes, but is not limited to, verbal threats, harassment, and bullying on school grounds, as well as off school grounds and through social media. Students cannot be under the influence of drugs or alcohol, be in physical possession of drugs or alcohol. Students' clothing must also not smell of any illegal substances. There is a no smoking allowed in the school building or on school grounds. This includes e-cigarettes and chewing tobacco. Students cannot be in the possession of a weapon, which is any device that can be used to threaten or harm. This includes, but is not limited to, guns, tasers, hand tools, knives of any sort, and chemicals such as mace. Students should be dressed appropriately and use appropriate language towards students and staff. Parking. Students must park in the back lot. Century College monitors the parking lot and will ticket or remove parking privileges if unsafe driving or illegal parking occurs. There is a lot of important information on our website. There is the Career in Tech Handbook that includes all the rules and guidelines students should follow, the district handbook, calendar, and contact information for teachers and administrative staff. There is a to-do before day one, and if these links are here in my form and in my presentation here for a parent sign-off. So if you could please make sure you take care of the Laserfiche parent sign-off forms, as well as clicking up here to upload a picture for your student ID. This will also help me as I'm getting to learn your names. Looking forward to a great year with all of you. Again, thanks for taking the time to look at my program slideshow for open house. See you soon.